Welcome back to the channel. This weekend could literally change everything in the Premier League. Match week 25 is upon us and it's going to be insane. We have the biggest game of the season that could decide a title, and teams at the bottom are fighting for their lives every single game. Every single game has consequences. The headline is Liverpool hosting Manchester City, a monster clash for the title race and the race for Europe. We are going to break down the tactics and predict every single game. Let's go. Liverpool versus Manchester City. This is a make or break moment. Liverpool, sitting in 6th with 39 points, are fighting to get back into Europe. They just came out of a huge 4-1 win against Newcastle, and Anfield is buzzing. Meanwhile, Manchester City are in 2nd, and if they lose, they could be a devastating 9 points behind Arsenal. For Liverpool, this is their shot at redemption. For City, if they lose this, the title race is pretty much gone. Under onslaught, Liverpool have found insane attacking rhythm, smashing in 10 goals in their last 2 games. Expect them to play with crazy speed in the 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. They will try to create absolute chaos, and with players like Florian Wirtz and a sharp Mo Salah, they will punish any mistake City makes. The midfield battle is everything. If guys like Ryan Gravenberch can get control, they can expose a City defense that has looked weak. Liverpool's biggest problem has been consistency. They've won 3 of their last 4, but they've also had some really frustrating draws. Something is not just right with Pep Guardiola's team this season. The City machine looks broken. They still have the ball a lot, but their build-up is slower and they look shockingly fragile when they lose it. After choking a 2-goal lead against Spurs last week to draw 2-2, their confidence has to be low. Expect City to try and suck the life out of Anfield and slow the game down. They can't get into a back and forth fight, especially with Jeremy Doku and John Stones on the injury list, where it will be won. This game is all about who can control the chaos. City's biggest weakness this year has been their shaky defense when they lose the ball, and Liverpool's whole game is built to exploit exactly that. If Alexis McAllister can win the ball high up the field, Liverpool could destroy a City defense that isn't as fast as it used to be. But if City's Rodri dominates the midfield, he could starve Liverpool of the exact moment they are waiting for. So, prediction: Liverpool are on the up, while City are looking lost. Anfield will be electric, and City's weakness is perfect for Liverpool's style. I'm calling it a narrow, chaotic home win. Liverpool 2, Man City 1. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. The stakes: this game is gigantic for the top 4. Manchester United last week's second 3-2 win over Fulham has them in 4th place with 41 points, but everyone is right behind them. Tottenham are in free fall, way down in 14th with only 29 points, and they desperately need to stop the slide. A win for United secures their spot in the top 4. A loss throws them right back into war. So, what's Manchester United's game plan? At Old Trafford, new coach Michael Carrick has somehow fixed this team, so expect them to attack. They are on a 3-game winning streak, and we see their crazy fast wingers to stretch a Spurs defense that has been a total mess. United is feeling confident, but they need to be careful. Spurs have a weirdly good record against them recently. For Spurs, this is all about survival and praying for a lucky counter-attack. Their 2-2 draw with Manchester City, where they came from 2 goals down, gives them a tiny bit of hope. Their only chance is to defend like their lives depend on it and hit United on the break. They have a massive injury list with up to 11 players out, so they have to be perfect. But they are unbeaten in their last 8 games against United, so they know how to do it. So the question now is, where will it be won? This is simple. Can United break down a desperate Spurs team? Or will Spurs catch them on a fast break when United's defenders push up? It's a total clash of styles. So, my prediction, United are on fire and they are at home. Spurs are a total mess, but they are United's kryptonite. Still, United's attack is just too good right now. Manchester United 2, Tottenham 0. So now let's go around the grounds. Okay, pause. If you are loving this breakdown and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a video. Leeds United versus Nottingham Forest. This is a survival match to kick off the weekend. The loser is in huge trouble. Both teams have 26 points and are just barely out of the relegation zone. Leeds have an amazing home record against teams below them and have won their last 3 home games against Forest. Forest, though, haven't lost in 4 games and have been winning on the road. This will be a super tense game where one mistake could decide everything. My prediction, Leeds United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Arsenal versus Sunderland. First place versus the surprise of the season. Arsenal are sitting at the top with a 6-point lead and the best defense in the league, giving up only 17 goals. Sunderland are the biggest shock of the year, up in 8th and dreaming of Europe. This is a must-win for Arsenal to keep the pressure on City. Arsenal's quality should be way too much for them. My prediction, Arsenal 3, Sunderland 0. AFC Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa travels to the south coast in 3rd place and they cannot afford to drop points. Villa has been grinding out wins all season. Bournemouth are a tricky opponent in 12th and they are not a joke at home. Can Villa's organized defense handle Bournemouth's direct attack? My prediction, Bournemouth 1, Aston Villa 1. Burnley versus West Ham United. This is the biggest relegation battle of the weekend. Burnley are 19th with 15 points, and West Ham are right above them in 18th with 20 points. This is going to be an ugly, desperate fight where pure grit will matter more than anything else. My prediction, Burnley 0, West Ham 0. Fulham versus Everton. 2 teams, same number of points, 34 each, both fighting for Europe. This is going to be a chess match at Craven Cottage. Both teams are super organized and hard to score on. So this could come down to one moment of magic from one player. My prediction, Fulham 1, Everton 1. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Chelsea. This is the biggest mismatch of the weekend. Rock bottom Wolves are hosting a top 4 contender. Wolves have had a nightmare season with just 1 win and 8 points from 24 games. Chelsea are 5th with 40 points and they have to win this. It's impossible to see how Wolves team can stop Chelsea's insane attack. My prediction, Wolves 0, Chelsea 2. Newcastle United versus Brentford. 2 teams who want to get in, but Brentford are flying high in 7th. Brentford are in great form, while Newcastle have been up and down. This will be an amazing tactical fight between 2 teams that want to win. My prediction, Newcastle 1, Brentford 2. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Crystal Palace. It's derby time. The derby is always crazy. They are neighbors in the table, with Brighton on 31 points and Palace on 29. Brighton are the draw masters this season, and their possession game will be tested with Palace lightning fast counters. It's control versus chaos. Brighton 1, Crystal Palace 1. And that's the weekend. The Premier League is about to be turned upside down. Arsenal could run away with the title. The fight for Europe is insane with Liverpool versus City and United versus Spurs. And teams at the bottom are fighting for their lives. Literally, everything is on the line. Those are my predictions, but I want to know what you think. I challenge you to predict all 10 matches in the comments right now. Who's winning and who's losing this weekend? Let me know. And thanks for watching. See you on my next video.